by doing some research for this video, I found an old comment of mine saying that they were 16 centimeters at the start, meaning that I might have gained even more than 2.5 centimeters on my wrists, which is insane. I was already having a hard time to put my watch on, it was feeling tight, but I think I was able to wear it without too much problem still. But no, I don't think I would be able to, unfortunately. So you saw that my wrists have grown much bigger than before, but not only that, they also became much stronger. Back then I was having intense, almost unbearable wrist pain during or after my arm wrestling matches because of how weak they were, but not only that, if I did too much pronation and rising, it would start getting painful in my joints. I also made the mistake to go too heavy around the time I started, and the days after, my wrists were completely destroyed. I was also unable to do full range of motion with my pronation set, but I am now able to go much heavier on my lifts, do full range of motion without any problems, and they don't hurt anymore even after 3 to 5 hours intense arm wrestling sessions. I think it all comes down to conditioning. Even when I was doing wrist flexions back then, they felt like they were about to crumble. But I ignored the pain for a few sessions, and over time, they adapted and became strong. I still don't use a huge range of motion during my pronation lifts, as I don't think I need it for the way I pull on the table. What I do instead is giving it slight impulses while pronating. It's working wonders for my pronation strength. And of course, doing this every day made me discover the best ways to engage the thumbs. So, the best way to do the pronation one is to do a thumb flexion every time you drive up. It will pump the thumb so bad with such a small change, it is incredible. And as for the rising, pinching the belt hard with your thumb will also engage it much more. You can either do that with a judo belt like I've been doing for months, or with any kind of band if you don't have a belt or don't want to buy one. And I'll even admit that I prefer doing it with a band, as you can go through a much bigger range of motion without causing friction against your skin like a judo belt would do. And if the band is small enough, you can even alternate positions and see what feels best for you. I of course still use the belt every day as it has its benefits, like allowing to go heavier and toughening the skin near the thumb, which can over time create a huge callus. Here is how you put your hand through it for the pronation and for the rising. I put the link to the one I'm using in the description.